round the bend when you see what we've got.
Oh God, man, it's not funny.
Oh no, give me the finish.
Kept going off to do jobs. Got to go here, got to go there. You've let me do all the welding on the cage again, once again.
Lovely. You've done a nice job as well.
Thanks, mate. Toretto taught me how to do it.
What are you smiling about? Dude, I almost had you.
How long you been waiting for this? Thank you, TEC Products, for the new helmet, because I do need a new helmet, and hope the lad got the gold one because the post has been terrible. I think she's just ready to go. Thank you very much, TEC Products. At least it's not going to fall off my head every 5 seconds like my old one. But she's been good. The old trusty Steve's been good. Oh, she fits well. She fits well. And that's what kept happening in my other one. It kept falling down. Right then, if you don't know what this is, well, where have you been? In the last one, I was welding this up. Yes, about 6 months ago. And I've got gas, I've got welding wire, and today I am going to weld this tailgate up. get it all spot welded up, and maybe get some filler on, depending how we get on. Today it's raining outside and I had some work to do outside and it isn't happening, so you're getting this video nice and early. For those that have been patiently waiting for it, thank you very much for being patient with me. A bit of the reasons why it's been so slow because of financial reasons, but if you've been watching all our videos, you'll understand.
You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You're like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You were never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Real things up to knock them down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane. You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for your baby. Don't know how you making me.
It was at this moment that he knew.
It's not even funny.
One week later.
We have gas. Last week, I swear down, I thought we had enough gas for the whole job. I've got dog hairs all over me. But I thought I had enough welding, enough gas so I could get all the spot welding done. And the last time we were filming this video, I ran out of gas. I was like, I'm no way putting a video out again and running out of gas. So we've got some more gas. I need to continue doing the spot welds. We can't just seam weld up, right? Because we'll get distortions. It just looks like a Frankenstein mess. But the window, that will give an appearance when it's all back together that it is a standard Fiesta one with the same rubber. It's off a Fiesta Mark III, which is slightly wider, slightly deeper, so it just gives that tomfoolery. So I'm going to continue spot welding, see how long we get on. Hopefully we can get it welded up. I'm not going to knock any of the heads of the spot welds, because all we're going to do is just knock the heads of it off, and then all this full thing will be all all, as the Americans would say, bondoed up. As the English would say, or the British would get it all filled up. Once I've got this secure on the outside, I need to flip it and see how bad the other side is, because we will have to join the underside to make it all look good. I'm hoping that the bottom piece we can just put a nice aluminium panel or a nice carbon panel to go on the back. But all behind here is going to need something fabbing out with, which I don't know what we're going to do yet. Don't know what we're going to do, but it'll be all on gas rams. I want it all to work, and once I've got Lewis's wrapped, which I'm starting to wrap Lewis's now, look at there. Once Lewis is wrapped, the Fiesta for next year is coming in, so I can get it ready to race. The engine's finished. The KA, we're racing at Brands Hatch, and I think the KA will be fine. I was talking to reshelling it, but it has to go another season because I need this done, and I need my wagon done. I must get my wagon finished. So that is a project that I'm going to be pushing on. There's one more video on Sam's van to do, then a collaboration, his van's finished, and that is it. It's Lewis's finished wrapping, then that'll be Lewis's finished off, and then the wagon. But obviously weather's getting bad now, so I won't be doing a lot on the wagon apart from the inside, because I need to get the inside finished from where we had the incident with the ST. If you don't know nothing about that, it didn't fit in the back, and I smashed it all up just to get it in the back so I could get it down to Chris Pryor's to get wrapped. So we'll get this tailgate done. With the nights drawing in and stuff like this, I will start doing more work on this, but I can't rush it, and I must. There's no other projects coming on. You know what's being done, the G-Wagon, and that's it. But the G-Wagon, it'll be in between the G-Wagon and this content, but I need that space free there to get the Fiesta in, get the Fiesta finished off, and then we can bring the G-Wagon in, and the Fiesta's going to go and live there. The Xrtt will live there. Enough rambling. Let's get some welding done. So I'll chuck it on this time lapse, and we'll just spot away, moving around all the time, not to get distortion and heat. So yeah, a week later, we have gas. What else can go wrong? Nothing, fingers crossed. Let's get back on with it. What the time-lapse doesn't... Oh, I nearly fell over. What the time-lapse doesn't show is how long this takes to, like, do a bit, let it cool. I was going to get the airline going, but I'm like, that's just strand the electric at the moment. So it's getting there. It takes a long time, this spotting. It took a long time to do the roof. It took a long time to stretch the quarters. If you've never watched this build series before, I'll try and remember to put a link down below. On the second channel, I've just done an 8-month time-lapse build of it, so you can see all the time-lapsing of what we've done so far. But I ain't rushing it. It ain't being rushed. It's about... The project was started... I don't know if it's a year and a half or nearly 2 years anyway. But there's a lot being done, and there's a lot going on in the country and with the climate and the budgets and our budgets and our money. The money's just deteriorating. So yeah, it's looking sick. Sort of hard when it looks like Frankenstein to sort of get the concept of what it's going to look like with the screening, but it's really hard. We've extended and sort of stretched the vehicle and pulled it down a little bit, all right, to give the appearance of all that's been the same, but the lengthening and the stretching is actually being done here. So this is longer and pulled down, but it's still, the screen and everything still follows the line. So when you're looking at it, and look, the same. It's like the window tomfoolery, like original one until they're parked next to each other, and it should look like a bloody Fiesta on steroids. On the original, the glass was a little bit lower, so I think that'll tie it well. Just a BMW E30, I can't really spend the money, and we had one sorted off a lad. He was scrapping his shell, but he's decided not to scrap it. So a convertible BMW E30 for the full frame, or an E30, but I need the glass as a template. It don't matter if it's cracked or out, but I desperately need the frame and a good chunk of the skull, so then I can get all that done. That will take time again, like the boot, but then the putting on the wings and the front end shouldn't take that long to do, because there's no stretching for the wings to do. It's just working out the wings and getting the wings mounted on the side. Then basically what I'm going to do for the time being, I think we're just going to take the engine out, give the engine overall a refresh. But if there's any companies that want to work alongside or want to send us any upgraded bits for the engine, or have got an engine that they want to see put in there to showcase their work, let us know, because that again is going to cost time and money. Same as suspension, brakes, poly bushes, stuff like that. So if there's any companies watching, or if you want to show this to any companies, it's finding time to get round ringing them and talking to them. So yeah, it's looking good. Sort of having a peer through in the back. This is what we've got to contend with getting everything joined up on the inside. So there's all this I can be on with now that the weather's bad, getting worse. I can get that piece in there, but we'll get the bonnet, the bumper done. See, I've got all that welding to do down there, and got to get this pieced in. I've got to get that panel into there. So there'll be some sheet metal I'll have to buy, and then working all that out and getting that pieced up and joined up. Obviously I've done something wrong with me cutting there, it's not piecing up, but there we go. I'll just fill that, plate it behind, and then we can smooth it, because I'll try and keep that bottom bit there original, and then we'll just put our own sort of panel in there where the original panel was. So we'll get the outside finished, and if we've got time today, we'll get it off and we'll assess the situation and maybe start coming up with a plan. But that's what I'm hoping, that there isn't looking so bad where it meets down with the original. So I think it'll just be a case of piecing in the sides. That isn't bad, you see. Could maybe just tack weld into there and then put some filler in there. I don't know. It's a lot of head scratching. Somebody said in the comments that if it's too much work that you've taken on, it's all right to admit that. It's not that. It's not that it's too much work. It's the time and the money is not the situation. If the channel was massive, I'd be focusing on one project at a time, but it doesn't. We don't make enough. It makes about £200-300 a month at the moment. We're just doing 2 videos with the size of the channel. But who knows? I'm sharing my passion with you and enjoying of what we do in the garage life. I would like it to become different and become a financial backing, so then we could just get on with these projects all the time, and then do a few projects through the year and give them away to you lot for free. That's the plan, but we've got to be massive. We've got to grow for that to happen. Got to grow. Yeah, so the next main video, because I sort of like class the main videos every Sunday, and then if I do any work through the week and we can make money off it and film it, I'll film it, just like we did with the stereo, the Toto stereo in the last one. So next week it'll be the finishing of Sam's van, because the bits have arrived to finish it. Then I'll put all that into all the 5 episodes. I'll put it all into one sort of mashup. Then it'll be Lewis's car to get that finished up with the wrapping. So mate, I'll get some more spot welding done. Oh, it's on. Tell you what, Charley Edges, she's smashing that dance anthems. Right, is that off? No, stop that off. Woo. Right, what I was going to do is once I'd spot welded it all up and joined all the spot welds together, I was going to take it off and have a look at the other side. But I think if I flat it off, it's going to put a lot of heat in. So why it's connected and held in place so it doesn't warp with the heat, because flapping it off with the soft pad discs. I should really get them, shouldn't I? 8.5 used, but they're off Cling Spar that help us out massively with the channel with all their abrasive product standing stuff. So what I'll start doing is I'll start taking the tops of it off, working around nice and steady. It's bonfire night and I should be out, but there we go. I want to get this tailgate all done. So get all these spot welds joined up. It just looks a mess. It absolutely looks a mess. Yeah, like I said, get them joined up and waffling on. Take the top of that off, start cleaning it up and work out where we are. I have put too much heat in one end of it and have put a bit of a ripple there, can you see? Which is so easily done because you just want to get on. You just want to go... But then it will be a right mess because like that welding all that took so long, and the roof. So right, I'll stick it back on a time lapse, keep spotting away, but soon I'll be jumping on and I'll be slowly grinding it down. I'll get a mask on as well and get the garage covered in dust. I wish I had one of them extractors for the filler as well for when I'm sanding the filler down, because it just fills the garage up with dust everywhere. You just can't get away with it. So right. Lovely, let's crack on. That was a right waffle. Hey up, Hoover bag's fallen.
It's too late. I know now. I'm giving in. I can't back down. And you're so hot. Your web I'm caught. Just one more night. Tell me to stop. Although I know we must come to an end. I tell myself I'm okay, but I know that I shouldn't pretend. I'ma do it anyway. Gonna beat up, want your bad luck. I'ma let my hair down now. Wanna get down to my favorite sound. I'ma let you in real close. I know I shouldn't do this right. I'ma do it anyway. I kinda wanna lock this down. Gonna beat up, want your bad love.
So just keep knocking it back, filling where there's a few gaps. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's 6:30 now. I'm going to go till 7 o'clock and then I need to go and see how much footage we've got from today and last weekend, which was half a day, and today. And it just seems that we've got nowhere, but we have, if you know what I mean. It's just a painstakingly slow job. So I'll keep going on and then we'll see how much footage we've got. And then that'll be the one, won't it? That'll be the one. Thanks for being patient with us, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Appreciate it.